Hello everyone, this is Coach Akshay, and today's video is going to be about great conversation starters, where I'm going to share with you how to start a conversation with absolutely anyone. Have you ever spotted someone who you'd like to talk to, but you felt at a loss of words? Starting a conversation with a stranger can be quite daunting, but if you have a few conversation starters up your sleeve, you'll find it's a piece of cake. In this video, I'll give you some really cool conversation starters to build new relationships and start a conversation with absolutely anyone. Here goes. The first conversation starter is to start with a compliment. Giving someone a genuine and unique compliment never goes out of fashion. If you see them wearing something nice or doing something praiseworthy, don't hesitate to go up to them and give them an honest compliment. You never know where the conversation might lead. The thing about this one is to make sure that your compliment is genuine and honest. Don't just fake your compliment, give them a genuine one. The second conversation starter is to just say hi and tell them you felt like chatting. That's honest, right? Saying an honest and open-ended hi is an evergreen conversation starter. It never goes out of fashion. But if a small hi feels very awkward, you can always add to it and say you just felt like chatting and you wanted to say hi. And that might break the ice with someone new. Just make sure you say it with a smile. Make sure you say your hi at the right moment, not when they're busy. Make sure they have a little bit of time to be receptive to your hi. The third conversation starter is to state the obvious. If you're both at the dentist in the waiting room, just state the obvious and say, so you're waiting as well? Stating the obvious might help you find common ground with someone since you're both in the same situation. And this can be an excellent way to start a conversation with someone. Use your environment. This is the fourth conversation starter. Just look around you. If you see something nearby that's worth mentioning, use it in the conversation. You might be looking at the same thing together. If it's that noticeable, just point it out and say, oh, you're watching the same painting as I am. Or, hey, did you notice that amazing soundtrack they're playing? Make sure you're using the environment as a way to break the ice with someone if you want the conversation to continue. Don't just ask for directions to some place and end it at that. That limits the scope of the conversation. So if you just go up to them and say, hey, do you know where this cafe is? And they might just say, oh, you know what, just go straight down that road and take a right. And the conversation ends there. Make sure you're not just asking for directions, but use the environment as a way of breaking the ice with someone. The fifth conversation starter is if you're at a party and someone is holding some food or drink in their hand that looks really good, just go up to them and say, oh, that looks really good. Where did you get that from? Food and drink are always a great way to begin a conversation. Conversation starter number 6. Ask them about their day. This is simple and awesome. Just say something like, hey, how was your day today? Or, hey, did you have a nice day? Or, hey, how's your day going? This is sort of a lighthearted, easy to answer question that almost anyone has an answer to. It also makes people feel good that you're asking them how their day is, because not many people get asked that question, and it just makes them feel good if someone is asking about their day. Conversation starter number 7, ask for an opinion. Depending on where you're at, you can ask for someone's opinion. So for instance, if you're at a restaurant or a cafe, you can go up to someone and ask them what they've tried there that they would recommend. Or if you're at a golf course or a golf driving range, you could ask and say, hey, I'm looking to learn how to play golf. Can you please suggest some coaches that you would recommend? This is a great way of making them feel that you value their opinion, and you also make them feel very comfortable by asking them for their opinion. Now, those are 7 great conversation starters. Just remember the ground rules. Remember not to blurt out something that's very offensive. Take your time, take a deep breath, relax, And don't ask something too heavy or intense for them to answer because you'll make them feel uncomfortable. The trick is to make them feel super easy, ask in a very easygoing way. Keep it lighthearted, open, and welcoming, like you're just keen to have a chat. And that's about it.